Greetings and blessings, you guys. Lady B here, the Music League. Welcome, welcome, everybody. Hold on. There we go. Yes. Welcome, you guys. My very special guest today is the one and only, you guys. I'm so excited about this. You know, everybody call her Queen Mother, Queen Nzingha, but for me, she's my mama Nzingha. But welcome to the stage, Queen Nzingha today.
Greetings, Lady B, my beloved. Thank you for inviting me here to the Music Link to share my music project, which has been in the making for quite some time now. Yes. But I also feel like it's now relevant. The material that you will be hearing coming December the 3rd is my album release date.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful. The timing is perfect that you would invite me here on this day, Wednesday, December the 1st. Thank you.
Okay, let's start off by saying, like, where are you from originally, right?
I was born in San Francisco, California.
You're not from the Bay Area, right?
Yeah,
okay.
We did talk about that. I was born in San Francisco, California. Came here as a very young age. I started kindergarten in Watts. Okay. I grew up in Watts, and that's where I started singing around the house and around with my friends, all that were all in the neighborhood.
You know, I didn't know about that Watts. So when you be like cool with some stuff, and if it steer you the wrong way, it's real, because you know, grew up in Watts. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, I grew up in Watts, and the thing about it was music always. I grew up in front of, it's a very old group. Many people know who they are. When you say Charlie Brown, why is everybody always picking on me? I grew up in front of the man who did that voice, and they would come in from tour. His wife dressed so beautifully in this fishtail, and I used to always say, "Oh, I want to do this. I want to be like that."
How old were you?
Oh my goodness, about maybe 12, 13. I was very
And you around music.
Around music.
Any musicians in your family?
My mom and my dad always played music, and my grandmother always told us how we were related to Satchmo, Louis Armstrong.
Okay.
And she would always say about my Uncle Charlie. I didn't realize who he was until later on, and I said, "Oh, Satchmo is my cousin." Louis Armstrong. They would go, "Yeah, right." Like, and then I learned he was this huge jazz musician from New Orleans. So yeah, so I always said in my heart, I always loved music. Always loved music.
But did you know you was gonna be singing? Like, did you have that? Because I'm a lover of music too, but I didn't think at that time that I wanted to sing. I just loved
I did. I didn't have the confidence though, you know, and I would be afraid though, but I was still singing. I did a talent show at Markham Junior High School where I went to.
Okay.
And it so happened though, they cut it short. So I was like, did I do something wrong? No, it was the timing had been wrong, and I needed a chance to actually go up there and sing that song. I was in a talent show, didn't get a chance to go. But Brenda Holloway, to go back further in Watts, she was from Watts as well. She went on to do a song called Every Little Bit Hurts. And she was signed to Motown. And so the group kind of did their own thing. I ended up getting pregnant with my son, which I don't regret. I have a beautiful son who traveled the world doing music.
But you had you was a part of that situation?
Excuse me?
With Brenda?
Yeah, we had a group called the Wattesians.
Okay.
Yeah, we were the first female group in the community there. Brenda Holloway, Priscilla Kennedy, who went on to play with Etta James, Pat Hunt, who passed away. So we had this little vocal group
going on. But how you know you had that vocal to be in a group though? Like, did you hear yourself hit a note one day and say,
didn't know it. I just wanted to do it, you know. And Brenda was always so encouraging with this beautiful personality, and she would always say, "You can do this, you can do that." And then I started to sing, and I would hear myself, and other people would say, "Oh, you can sing," you know. So as time went by, I started to pursue. But although it wasn't until I moved to San Francisco that my self-discovery took place. I was born there. I grew up in LA and Watts. I moved back to San Francisco in 1975 after my mom passed away.
Okay.
And that was when I worked in a culture center, and I was around all these different artists, theater people, and
like how old were you at that time? Like
29.
29.
30.
Okay. Yes.
I was always, and so I got into plays there. I was into music, and I was always around the music and the people, culture. You know. And then I got into this play. It was my only Shakespearean play I ever did was called A Midsummer Night's Dream. And so I was in the theater, and I was producing shows.
Doing theater stuff too?
I worked in the theater. I produced show after show. That was my job. The best job I think I ever had. That was not on the clock. As long as I was producing,
All right.
I didn't have to go any clock in or out of anything. And I would be on that job till 11 midnight, although I was off at 6 o'clock because it was not like a job.
Right.
It was more like a part of me, a part of my life. And the kids from the community, they would come and they would just come in and they would want to be in the talent shows. So, and it was my way of also teaching them how some of the children who didn't know how to read very well. And I say, if you learn this word, learn that word, I'm going to give you a part in this skit.
Oh.
You know, so I learned that through the arts, children will learn academics.
Right.
And I was worked with a fashion designer, and you have to know how to measure and count and all those things. So I learned that the children, that's why I was so sad when they start taking the arts out of the schools.
Man, I'm glad
because
I got a piece of it.
children are motivated through the arts to learn.
It's
So,
true. It's true.
and then
So,
I have a son who I raised, and when I would produce the shows, he was a teenager, and we had this band of different ages. I being one of them. He would come and we would rehearse music, and he would be my special guest.
So he was in the arts too. That's why he got all those
Oh
talents.
yeah, from a baby. He started playing professionally at 12 years old,
Wow.
among 1,000 people. When he was drumming at that age, so he'd been from a baby. He'd been almost doing the music.
So he was doing, your son, he was doing drumming and playing something else too?
He was playing the drums, and then later on in life he started to sing, and then he became a band leader for people like Tyrone Davis, you know, the Brenton Wood. These are old school artists, and then he traveled around the world, played with B.B. King's band. So he took you know.
Okay, look, you got a piece of the rock.
What he did was kept on going. When I had to stop and raise him, I knew it was in his spirit because his father was a great musician.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so out there, you had a band out there too, in the Bay Area?
Well, yeah, you know, my son's band. They would always back me up whenever we would do shows back in the day.
So
in the
y'all was
70s.
doing, you started gigging out there too.
I
At that time,
produced
was
shows.
it reggae music? Or
No, at that time when I moved there though, that's when everybody was asking me, what's that funny music? Not everybody, some people didn't know it. I moved there with reggae music. I took my reggae music to San Francisco with me because I used to hear bits and pieces coming in, like in the late 60s, early 70s. But when roots rock reggae hit the scene, that's when I was able to take it to people and say, this is what I'm talking about here.
But when you was doing reggae at first, was it when you was here before?
It was
you
after I
actually
got back to Los Angeles.
Okay.
I left San Francisco, moved to New Orleans, and then came back to
Oh no, one day
LA.
you was out there having a great time the other day in New Orleans.
Oh, girl.
So you was living out there for a minute?
I lived there for a year and 5 months.
Wow.
Yeah, so, you know, I wanted to see what it was like to grow up in the South where my mom and dad were from.
Right.
And so I took off. I moved, first of all, I moved from LA to San Francisco, which is where I was born, to see what it was like there. I left San Francisco, I moved to New Orleans and stayed there for a year and 5 months.
Wow. And so how old, like, what do you think the age was when you did that? Like, how old were you about?
Well, when
you moved to New Orleans?
Oh, when I moved to New Orleans, I was about maybe 33, 34, almost 34. Yeah, I remember.
Brave, making them brave moves.
Yeah, I talked to my son. I never just make a move. I always talk to him being a little man child. I'm like, yeah, okay, let's go. But he didn't adjust too well for it, so he ended up coming back here.
Okay.
But he got some, you know, good stuff going on when he was there too. He was teaching people how to play drums when he was 15 years old. He was mentoring people. Yeah, he traveled the world.
Okay. So, like, what was your first actual music reggae experience as far as you performing and being a part of a situation?
Let me see. It was actually when I started to singing with Ross Michael and his Nyabingis.
Right.
You know?
And
I would always sing reggae, but when I got with the group was with Ross Michaels and the Nyabingis.
And the Sons and Niggas. We can't miss that. When you say sons and the daughters, this was one of the daughters for a little bit.
Of niggas.
Of
Niggas, yes.
Yes, my man said that's a blessed thing right there.
That's my family. I call them my extended family, him, his wife, and the children.
Wow. Yeah. And did you understand the magnitude of that, to be around them, what it was?
Well, kind of, sort of. Yeah, I just had that. They told me that they felt like I was already from Jamaica because of the way I think, the way that I act, the way that I am, you know, as a person. I've always been knowing, like, who am I? I would get stuff that would take a blouse and tear it up and wrap my head around it if it had a leopard print, because I wanted to look that African look, you know.
Right.
So I know that
Something
they were
like
connected
natural
to
vibration.
Africa, yeah. But actually, my first recording in the studio was with Jimmy Hyman. He made a song called "Bustin' Rhymes," and then I went into the studio and did a recording with the former lead singer of the Babylon Warriors. Harrington Trapp, lead singer, former lead
Here
singer
in
of the
LA?
Babylon Warriors. Yeah, here in LA. Yes,
Okay,
here in LA, right here in LA. And he's the one that took me around all the reggae groups because he was in a group called the Babylon Warriors when I met him. And we also share the same birthday, same day, same month. So we connected and became very close friends. And I traveled around with him to the different reggae artists' performances. Wadada was one of them. He was with a group called... Okay, he was with a group called Kwame Mark and the Kushite Raiders. So that's when I met Wadada back in the mid '80s.
And that's where crossing Russ Michael and them, right?
Yeah, and in the mid '80s I met Russ Michael, and they became like my family, you know. And I just always felt so great. Then Joe Hicks became my great friend, a very good friend of mine.
Right, tell her it's a very special story.
So,
you share that because
he is so special. I would take him everywhere. We would drive down the streets and be harmonized. He'd say, "You can sing. You need to sing out more." You know, he would always, you know. And then when he passed away, guess what I was doing? On the stage singing, not knowing that I was going to be doing that today. He passed away.
wow,
So yeah.
it's crazy how we meet people in our lives and the special, just conversations, what they do for us, the gifts they give us,
Yeah.
what they see. Because sometimes things that's within us we're not seeing right away, but somebody will share it to you and just like turn on that light bulb, you know, in that area where you know you were seeing a little light, you weren't sure, but they might brighten it up for you.
Exactly. You know what? When you don't think you can do certain things, people will encourage you, inspire you. Lester Farai is one of those people. He always would say,
"Look at myself, Lester Farai.
Pick you up big time." Lester Farai is also he's one of the musicians on my music track.
Yeah.
Lester Farai, Mark
Lester
Tyson.
Farai, he did that for me too.
He's always been there. He would just tell me things, and he would always inspire me so much. And then there, I'll just go ahead and say the musicians on my my music is Lester Farai, Hallie Maskell on the bass,
Okay.
Mark Tyson on guitar,
This is
Santa Davis on the drums.
Oh, watch out now. Okay,
Cedric
hold on.
Bravo.
Hold on, let me break this down. You guys, the project that she's gonna release a project this Friday. It's gonna be on all the platforms. It like over all this time with her doing things with other people, she was taking time building up to this point of having her own thing to release and share with you guys. Now, the biggest thing about it is that the musicians too that she has on this is a big deal. It's a really big deal. We got Santa Davis who played with Peter Tosh from the
Wailers.
Soul Syndicate, and who else is it?
Ziggy Marley.
He played with Ziggy.
Now.
You know what I'm saying? Did he play with Bob?
I think so. I think so.
I mean, we talking about a major musician to get on your stuff. And Hallie Maskell, he played with Ross Michael too, and the Rastafarians in their own right. These musicians took time and shared a vibe with you.
Yes.
It's such a blessing, you know.
Total
Trust
blessing.
me, it's a blessing.
A total
me
blessing.
too. I'm gonna take advantage of my blessing
Total
too.
blessing. That's right.
Yeah.
Cedric Bravo on the horns.
Big of yourself, Ceddy.
Ja, who's my producer and the record label that I'm on, which is Unity Works.
Okay.
He's on the keyboards.
Unity Works, her record label. Yeah.
I have Sharifa on one of my songs as a backup
sister.
vocal.
Listen, come on, our sister Sharifa. Pick
Don't
up
let me
yourself.
forget anybody. Who else is it?
I mean, I'm so
I
excited
have
too.
this all the artists. If I forget it, please charge it to my head, not my heart. These I've covered it: Lester Farai, Santa Davis, Cedric Bravo, Hallie
Lester
Maskell,
Farai have his own denim.
Mark Tyson.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm
Big
very
project.
honored and very blessed. I love you all so much.
Oh.
Thank you.
And listen, we're so excited. It's so beautiful. I'm over the moon with this. My mama Nzingha, I'm so excited for her. Because you know when you're doing your thing and you're sharing with a lot of people, because over the years she sang background with, she did some stuff with Boom Shaka, You know, some of these bands around here in LA that you guys know of, you know, the women, we're here, but you guys don't always give us our little shine, or y'all don't put, but we're supporting you, and we're here, and we're giving us strength, and our strength is important. And to be that important strength all the time out there, not worried about nothing, because at some point our time is going to come to share from our personal point of view. And this is that time. This is that time where she gets to share, you know, not just be supportive for other people, but just stand up on her own and share her own point of view and her own music. And I'm excited because the track that I heard, I was like, yo, it's going down, okay? This Friday is going to be her release on all the platforms. You guys can look up Queen Nzingha, on every platform.
Yes.
And I'm talking about the real deal. You know what I'm saying? She done released an album up in here, Mama. I mean, I keep saying Mama Nzingha because that's what I call
That's
her.
right.
But it's Queen
Nzingha.
Nzingha. It's Queen Nzingha. And from the time I met her, the nurturing vibration, it's been my Mama Nzingha. She's also been my sister bandmate in the second female band, all-female band here in Los Angeles, Queendom Come. And she's my bandmate sister from that too, so we had an exciting run for that.
Right, we did. Huh?
We it was like the first one that we did. It was like 15 of us all together.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And it was a beautiful thing right here in Los Angeles. You know what I mean? It was a beautiful thing. We had a few good shows, and the females coming together like that. It was a great energy.
Yes, it was.
And
Yes,
it was a rare thing to see, and we was blessed to be able to have that.
And I can't forget before Freedom Come, there was Women in Reggae.
Women in Reggae.
Fire.
Yes.
Fire and Brimstone.
Yes.
And that was an awesome experience as well.
You see what I'm saying? You gotta
also
share these things.
Forget to mention, I felt so honored to be able to do this. Lady D.
Lady D.
Not Lady D. Not Lady D. She called me in on a project to work with Carlton Coffee.
Okay.
Carlton Coffee was the lead singer of Inner Circle. The song Bad Boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? So we did a couple of shows with them.
I was singing background with him. Oh.
Yeah, and so that was so beautiful.
Big up yourself too, Lady D. That's my sister. We did a couple of projects together too.
Big up Lady D. One last thing I'd like to share, and that's what really made me feel like that I really had something going on. I knew it, but then I went out to the Music Machine. I don't know how many of you know about the Music Machine when it was really popular. Oh yeah.
That's from
that day.
What's the family name? Oh my God! With King Richard and them, the O'Brien's family had that.
So I went to the Music Machine. I don't even really go out clubbing by myself, but I heard that the Temptations was having a reunion.
Okay.
I said, in all my young years, I never got a chance to go and see them in concert. So I said, well, I'm going. So I drove myself to the Music Machine, and I went there, and I ended up seeing one of Joe Hicks's promoters, and we sat together over by the bar area. And Eddie Kendricks, when he came out on the floor, danced on the floor, singing and putting the mic up to people, you know, and and nobody could hit that note that I was hearing in my head.
Okay.
So the spotlight was on him the whole time. When the spotlight came over to him and he was coming near me, I just did like this.
Oh, you done called him over.
And he came right over to me. And then
real setup.
Real setup. Like, come over here. I know the noise. And so we started singing. And when he heard me, he just wrapped his arms around me with a smile of approval. And we sang a few bars. Yeah. I was on a natural high for a long time.
Listen, and you went out there by yourself.
By myself, like that. I'm talking about some of my best times when you go by yourself.
And it was really, a lot of times,
really good.
It was a lot of times we're doing things and people be thinking like, you know, sometimes the entourage, it ain't for them. The vibes that you have is for you. And those things that happen is for you to lead up to where you're supposed to be.
And to recognize when we're being spirit guided.
Yeah, spirit guided. Come on. I'm telling you, Mama. I'm telling you. That is something else when you're being spirit guided. I'm telling you, that's something else. And I mean, look, when you really relax yourself and don't watch everything up and you sit back and just be one with your thoughts and your ideas, and the spirit will come and start guiding you. It's something else when things start coming to your head about doing stuff. You be like, I can't do that. But something keeps telling you,
you're driven. You're driven because it took a long time for this album to come out. And I never really just like, oh, I got to hurry this out. It just kind of time just went by, you know. John I was doing his thing, things were going on in his life, and time just didn't allow us to do the completion at that time. And it took, I won't say how many years, but quite a few years.
When did you know that for sure that you want to have your own project, your own words?
Oh, I've been knowing that for quite some time. Yeah, for quite some time. I just didn't know when, where, who, or why.
Well, how'd you go about, is this, you had help with the writing, or is it?
But yes, I wrote most of the songs. I wrote 2 of the songs.
Okay.
One of the songs I wrote is called I've Learned.
Okay.
The other song I wrote is Only Jah Know.
Okay.
And then one, Swing Low, which is already one of the songs that's already Swing Low, Sweet Chariot.
Oh, yes.
And when I heard you, when I hear Lady Dread sing, I'm going, wow. I say, I'm glad. I said, I got this song, and I'm getting ready to put it out there. And I always, I never said anything. But that vibe, for her to come up with it after I've already put it in there and been in the making for quite some time.
Right.
But I'm not sharing that until it's the time for it to come out. And the time is Friday, December the 3rd. Also,
Friday, December the 3rd, you guys, on every platform. Queen Nzingha, you guys, her new release, her album release. Ooh, we can get all that.
And just one thing I'd like to mention, the Queen Mothers of Leimert Park, which I am a part of and a member of, and Shai Muwasi. I want to beat them up because they're also going to be a part of my music video.
You know what, when y'all see all the queens, it's so royal, in the park and events is going on, and they're sharing with us. They're trying to make us make sure we connect with our ancestors and be open for loving and the mother and the nurture. She's one of the queens that's there. So when you guys see, if you've ever seen it in Leimert Park, she's one of the queens of that group, is what she's saying. Because for a long time in the beginning, I didn't know the name. I just say the queens is together because I just see so royal. But when I know the name, so for some people it's probably like me at the time that didn't know the name of the group. But those queens that's together like that in unity, you see them, she's one of the queens.
And I felt so great and honored that y'all came and joined us for the past couple of ones we did. God, we've been doing this with the ancestors, parade of the ancestors, mass parade of the ancestors festival for about 6 years now. And when you and Lady Dread showed up, I'm saying, okay, we got the queens.
Mama Nene, thank you so much. Mama
yes.
I love her so much too. I've known her since I was a youngster too, so she knows. And anytime
she's from Watts too as well. She's my Watts root sister.
That's what that edge. You know, people understand.
We love them. You can't love me from Watts, and I love me some Watts. You know,
edge sometimes.
Yeah. That's why I started my theater at in Watts as well.
Yeah.
I started plays. I'm also been into acting for a minute.
See, that's what you
did some plays, you know.
Well-rounded with all this stuff. As far as how many years you've been there with the film festival and
Pan African Arts and Film Festival? 11 years up until pandemic. We haven't done anything. They've done virtual, but I worked with them as a volunteer team lead for 11 years.
I seen her out there. You got this that lady right here. Y'all seen out there amongst the vibrations. Okay, she be chilling there to help you. She's there for you. But there's a lot of stuff going on that you didn't know. She's an artist, okay? And you're going to hear it this Friday, her new release for her album. Is there a name for the album?
Black Power.
Black Power.
That's the title by Queen Inzinga.
Right. Which is the name of the single we're going to share with you, right?
Yes.
Black Power, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so when you first, like, to the end part of the recording, like, how was you feeling, like, you know, what was going on, like when you was down to the, it's done?
Oh, delighted, you know. And then my producer, he said, I'm excited about it. And by him saying it, I would get even more excited. He said, I'm excited about it, Nzinga. You have a sweet voice, and that always encouraged me. Holly Mescal, I'm told that he didn't know it was me that he was playing for.
Oh,
and then he said, oh, Money's Nzinga? Man, she got the sweet voice. I'm going, that melted my heart. It really did.
Okay.
Thank you, Holly Mescal.
Okay,
Holly Mescal is also recorded with my son.
Yeah. Oh, Mescal, I love his voice too, you know. This is just, like, we have to have more of this. Like, I was told too, the guys was like, come on anytime you're ready. But it takes a little while for them to like open up right away. We feel like we have to go and ask them. But they should want to, you know what I'm saying, wrap us up and say, come on, anything you need, we're here for you because you deserve it.
And I see Santa all the time at Ross Michael's venues, and I'm always participating. But I don't believe he really knows that it's me that he did the drums for.
I'm telling you.
Now you know, Santa. Thank you so very much. I used to see him over at Joe Hicks's place a lot when I used to go visit Joe Hicks all the time. But never, never had really much conversations. I know his wife, Deborah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's going down. Queen Nzingha, you guys, this Friday she's releasing the album on every platform. It's called Black Power, and it's relevant. It's beautiful. You guys are going to be proud of her. I'm proud. I haven't heard all of the songs, but for what I've heard, I'm definitely proud. Definitely. And thank you again, too, because she's also, her and Teresa King, they had accompanied me for my first little, well, that wasn't my first time having like background singers, but the vibe that we had, that was my first time having this vibe. It was so blessed, and they so supported me for and we was with Fully Forward like legends.
That's right. That's
we
right.
Be around.
So I can put Fully on my bio.
Of course,
I did something with Fully. I've also
Fully
sang
Forward
before.
backed us up.
Yes,
that was a blessing, and and I thank you for that.
I wish Aziza was here. Aziza Rahim.
Yeah.
I wish she was here.
Y'all have blew me away.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Tell a little bit about that story. It was so awesome.
Yeah, I did a show called Sisters, and that's the next one's coming up. I'm doing like number 2. Sisters, Soul, and Reggae. And Queen Nzinga and Aziza and Sharifa had formed a group together. And I don't know if it was just for that or something they were doing.
We're just working on stuff together. We didn't actually form the group, but we were always working on our harmonies and getting ready for whatever was going to jump off.
They came to this show and they blew the place up. You hear me? I didn't know what to expect. I was so blown away. I'm telling you, it was crazy because the vocals was like, really, y'all was like up there. Oh my God, you could hear it all, and they come together at one. It was like it was wrapped up on their arms around you and was holding you while they was singing. It was so blessed. And from that time, what song that y'all was singing? I love that song even more just because of that song.
Soul Rebel.
Oh yeah, Soul Rebel.
Soul Rebel.
I think I sang that. I'm gonna be singing it again. I said it's just
Rebel.
the way they did it.
Yeah.
Y'all had
Soul Adventurer.
Y'all was tearing up. I mean, the harmonies on that bad boy. I was like, they was asking me about you guys. I was like, yes, this is rare.
It felt good that night as well. It did. It felt good.
The guys was going, where these girls performing? What's the name of this group? They was asking me. I'm like, I didn't know how to answer. I'm like, they just got together. I'm gonna let you know.
About 4 or 5 years ago.
It's been 5 years now.
5 years now, because Aziza been away for about that length of time.
Yeah, big up yourself, and Aziza,
we love you.
And she supported me so much too, so many things.
I love her.
Proud of her black-owned business. Aziza's popcorns, you guys.
Herbal green popcorn.
The green popcorn in the park that you guys used to have. That's from Aziza, you guys, okay?
She's my other daughter from another mother, apart from this one sitting right here. That's her.
Me.
Yes.
Okay, so let me see. We got all your little projects. Let me see.
Oh, Anna Fisher.
Oh yeah, Anna, our other sister from Queendom come because she came and rocked with us too. Anna Fisher, big up yourself.
The oboe, the oboe lady is also known as the oboe lady.
Oboe lady.
Oboe. I did a project with her because she plays the oboe.
Oh, okay.
And I did a project. Boom Shaka backed us up. It was called "Stop the Violence, Increase the Peace." That's a song that she did from her personal life experience.
She's always pushing
always
positive energy.
Yeah.
And I thank you too for she let Queendom come to her studio and rehearse, and
Oh, wow, that's
she was something else. Yeah, she was something else. She's moved away.
That was after I wasn't with you anymore. I don't think after I wasn't with you.
Yeah, that was like right at the,
She would always get me into the Still Pulse concerts because she's very good friends of theirs, and I get to go backstage and hang out through the entire show.
We miss your energy,
and have
Anna.
a good time. Yeah, she's in the islands, and she's still open to VI.
Yeah, she's still
okay. Love you, Anna.
Okay, we miss your energy definitely.
Spunkiness.
I know you proud up over here of our girl. All our female energy, like, in the Mer Park, it's such a gumbo place, There's a lot of things going on with a lot of people, and everybody don't know everything. But we have a good mixture of positive stuff. If we take time and share or ask questions, a lot of positive things is going on, over there. And a lot with the women now. We're really trying to be stronger about things that we're doing.
Yes.
Yes. I really noticed that as far as the female energy, we're really standing up more to make sure that we're sharing and being more loving with one another, like more open.
That's so important.
Yeah.
And I just feel like once we learn that, to me, and I always like to say this because it's so real, because sometimes, sisters get in different conflicts behind whatever, one of it's insecurity, jealousy, whatever. But when you learn that when they made you, they didn't make another. When they made me, they didn't make another. What you have, I don't have. What I have, you don't have. Together we become a powerhouse.
Right.
And what we do, So it's all about knowing yourself, knowing thyself, and stepping up and taking on that right.
Right.
To be who we are.
And move with love.
And move without love, nothing else really matters.
I mean, an honest love too.
Nothing else really matters.
Honest love. Just deal with things in an honest way.
That's it.
And everything will be all right. Because, me, I'm a person, I move with love.
Yeah.
And I like an honest vibration. Mm-hmm. And if we can't roll with an honest vibration, what do we have?
Yeah.
We can't preach love if we're not moving in with an honest vibration. Exactly. Well, you can, but those who know that ain't an honest vibration might not move in that love no more.
That's right. I have to keep the love there. I've been called the love child because I'm always hugging everybody. I grew up in a family. My mom and dad from New Orleans, all they ever do was honey, baby, darling. Even if they have an argument, after that was always back to honey, baby, darling. And when I moved to New Orleans, I really learned it. I said, everybody, how you doing, darling? How you doing, baby? I said, oh, Lord, have mercy, melt my heart.
Sometimes I do it too.
Brothers, especially when the brothers, sisters as well, but brothers do it. It's like you make you feel like they're in love with you. They're just speaking and just showing that love.
I do that sometimes too. I be like, I hope they don't be taking it the wrong way. No, it's my natural vibration. I'm like, darling, honey.
It's who you are.
Because I'm coming from compassion over here. If you got negativity going on, when you see me, know that I'm not part of that. I'm not bringing that. I'm trying to
the ghost on it.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring out the best part or whatever. So out of all the songs that you have, which one do resonates the most with you? Which one is like your baby?
Oh my gosh. Well, all of them are so awesome, but I have to say it's one that I wrote. I've learned. I've learned to listen to your voice in my head. Not to ask why me, why not me instead. I learned to visualize and realize. No matter what they say, the vision comes alive.
Oh, wow. Great.
Ask for guidance, truly believe there's no end to what can be achieved. I'll leave you with that.
Did you see that? She tried to pull a tear right here.
I wrote that one.
Oh, my God.
That's part of the song.
Wow.
Because that's through life experiences,
That was deep.
And when I got ill and went to San Francisco I went to Chicago, I should say, and my son was traveling around the world doing music, so I didn't have insurance, so he sent for me to come there. He was playing with a guy named Otis Clay, a very famous musician as well. Mm-hmm. And so when I got there and the doctors shut me down, did what they did, messed up one of my kidneys, thank God I'm not on dialysis and I'm fine, y'all. Okay, then I learned to ask not why me, why not me? Right. Instead, now Most High God, whoever you want to say the name, what do you want me to do?
What you want me to do?
What do you want me to teach? What you want me to do from here on out? What can I do? Mm-hmm. And I was able to help some other sisters to not have the same surgery that I had in the midst of it all. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. So I learned to listen to that voice in my head, not to ask why me, why not me instead?
Okay. Y'all? I did that a few times, ask like, what, why?
Yeah.
And as I see the stuff unfold, and I say, okay, well, you know what you're doing. You know why you did that.
Why not me? Who do I think I am?
Right. Who do I think I am?
Why not me?
Who do I think I am?
So now, what do you want me to do?
Right.
Yeah, so that's mine.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
I didn't even hear that song yet. But I heard a part in it. It was pulling a tear trying to...
But also that one called Polytricks, I wrote that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, God. I mean, y'all... I don't know.
Some
people made like, who's she talking to like that? Well, if the shoe fits well.
I'm gonna say it'll fit for somebody.
And I'm sure it will, but it's all Polytricks.
It'll fit. So your family members, like, are they excited? Tell me about your grands. Like,
Oh, my
Music,
granddad,
yeah.
and my son, he's so, yeah, he helped me get my ASCAP representative because he's had him for 20 years, who's a close friend of his, so, yeah, he said, call me one more. He said, Mama, he said, now you know he called me 7:30 because he's in Texas. It was 7:30 my time. You know you're supposed to be up now in case you got a show. You're supposed to be getting ready for that show. I said, oh no. I said, your voice, but when I learned that the vocals don't open up until 12:30 or 12 o'clock. He said, he said, I don't you talk, Mama. He said, well, you got a show and you got to be at that show at 12 o'clock noon. You up in the morning rehearsing that music. And he's a serious musician.
Okay.
He traveled the world, you know. He was a band leader for Tyrone Davis. He's and for how was that? Brenton Wood and several other artists. So you know he knows the music business as well as being an artist. He was getting on me about a lot of things.
When we was out and about at the barnyard, and somebody like, I know your son.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
He started playing from at 12 years old professionally. You know, and he's 57 now.
So your granddaughters, what did they say about your project? Like,
oh, they're just they love it. You know, and actually, my music release is on two of them's birthday. Two of them were born on December 3rd,
really?
7 years apart. So I decided to make it a triple celebration, celebrate their birthdays and my CD release.
Okay. Grand is an artist official.
And I'm so close to my grandchildren. And they're not all living very close to me. One lives in Lancaster, the other ones are in different parts of the States. And I have a grandson. And I have actually about 6 biological, 10 actual grandchildren.
Wow.
And 15 great-grands.
You see the music?
I was 18. Somewhere along there, time moving by.
The music is what it is. There's no age on it. When it's supposed to be, it will be, you know?
From time to time, I struggle with kind of, is it too late? No, it's not too late. But I said no. You know, people saying when they at 95 years old or more than that, if they're still healthy and can still get around.
I remember when I used to, be in a church, and one of the elders, I got up and started singing a song. No one, the music that was out hadn't touched me like this lady who didn't have no name.
Okay.
No album was out, and started singing about Jesus. I was in there like, so as long as you can do it, it's whenever. Because I didn't even know the lady. All I know was that everything was right what she was saying, and the vibe was right, and it was on. Nobody gonna say she's too old to share.
And what I learned about music, it's also a feeling. It's that people who are very professional and know how to sing very, very well. But it's a feeling that has to come out of there that people feel and how you connect with people. I know many people that say, oh, they sing so much better than this and all that, but they sing their way. You have something special in your spirit to share with the world. I have a friend named Miss Helen Bing. She's also inspiring me all the time. And she's not a musician, but she knows a lot of different people in all different walks of life. And she's always encouraging me. She's also, when I go out somewhere, she'll say, oh, Mr. Nzingha can sing. I just did a...
I know, right?
I just went, and I was on a boat party about 4 months ago. And I went with her on this boat party, a birthday boat party, and they had a singing session going on. And she told the lady that it was her birthday and that I sang. What she do that for? I wasn't going to sing. And she said, oh, you're not going to sing for my birthday? I said, oh, no, I can't. So then when they started singing, they kept singing, I finally just got up and went over to the mic, and nobody had did any reggae. So I did Three Little Birds, and had everybody singing with me.
Okay.
It was so fun, But Helen Bing, I want to bring you up and say thank you. You're so inspirational to me. You're a very good friend. She and I worked at Pan African Arts and Film Festival side by side. I mean, every year.
Now you said that I could picture the lady. I could picture the lady that was there with you. Yeah. But I remember the first time I actually heard you sing. I had walked up. It was in Lemert Park when the park used to be open. Back in the days, they had festivals. For some reason, I don't know why they had the stage right in that middle park area where you walk in, but it wasn't facing the street. It was facing the park. Okay. You remember that time?
Yeah, I think I remember.
That was my first.
Which ones I went?
I think the same guy you was dealing with. I mean, doing music when you just went to New Orleans. What's his name? That just did his shows in New Orleans.
Tori.
I think he had performed there too. So I don't know. I don't think that was a reggae
Oh,
stage.
no. That was a Malcolm X festival, I think. I sang, I performed that day in his festival. And it was Sharif and Lady D who backed me up, I believe, if it was that time.
No, you was by yourself up there.
Oh, okay.
You was by yourself, and I don't know if somebody had called you, but you was there. And the vibe, when you started, like, I get excited when I see how people receive the female energy, because it's not like a lot of us singing. But when you got up there, everybody was like, you could hear from this side to side, go on and sing, go on and sing.
Oh, okay. I'm drawing a blank on that one, but I did several things in the Murray Park, but yeah, you said it was with Tori.
Because I remember seeing him on the side of the stage right there. So he had performed at some point too on that show.
Okay,
but the stage was right where the band be, but it was facing inside the park. This was back in the day.
Facing inside
before
the park.
they remodeled the park.
Okay.
I mean, years ago.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And I was like, you was just doing your thing, and to see people, your friends, like, push you on and give you the love.
Yes.
I was excited about that. I was like, yeah, go on, do it.
Because you know what? I actually forget some of the things that I've done until someone asks me they want to see a bio or they want to hear me tell about. And I have to start thinking. Then that's why I started writing it down. I said, because I forgot this person. Or Dada Kufu.
Right.
I've performed many times with him.
And we said
and Fountain of Roots. That was
Fountain
of Roots. That was Aziz.
Oh yeah, you guys.
Jesse
that was a
Roots.
mom show you guys did too.
So we performed on shows together as well. Big up Fountain of Roots.
Yeah. You guys, I got that,
You do?
I recorded that.
Okay.
And y'all look beautiful too. And y'all sounded good. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
You see what I'm saying? As a local, we be trying to do our little thing.
You just take me back down memory lane right now. I hadn't even anticipated
even though you don't press.
I'm going,
You don't press
I'm
the
kind of
music,
shy,
but you do your thing.
You said, you confident? I said, well, I'm confident. I said, I'm just not always getting on the microphone.
Right.
All the time. But in this atmosphere, in this setting, in this atmosphere, it's not like having an interview. It's just like having a reminiscing.
Oh yeah,
kind
of
thing
course. That's
on.
what we
And
share.
bringing out memories of things that I kind of even had forgotten about myself.
Yeah.
Until you asked me to come on and tell my story and tell about my project.
Well, I mean, this project just didn't come from nowhere. We just wanted to know, well, it led up from somewhere. It just didn't pop up. And she said, Mama, I want to sing. No. She been doing it.
Mama said there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this. My mama said. Mama said there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this. My mama said. That was the song I was singing when I was young and back in the day. That was my favorite song because it applies to so many things that my mama said. There'll be days like this. There've been so many times there were days like
Is there any song that you probably want to remix to the reggae vibe?
Yeah.
That
would be something, huh? Yeah.
One of them big time old school songs.
Yeah,
reggae
really old school.
I mean, that's what I used to do when I first heard certain songs. I thought they was like from Jamaica. I didn't know that was them remixing certain songs.
Right, yeah, because you didn't know that it was R&B that
I had learned that like this.
Yeah, because that's where they got the music from, R&B. Before there was reggae, there was R&B and blues and Joe Higgs. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I would be at this man's house and he would get that guitar and be singing like Otis Redding, Sam Cooke, and I'd just be so entertained. He knew all of that music,
I met him too, like I was young. And not knowing, I mean, who else I was with at that time. But I met him. And to not know, we don't know people. We don't know. Right. And I'd be like, oh, I met him. We was all hanging all out. That's crazy. Like, and I'm like, for me to pay attention to myself and all our friends to be like, if we was on the level of Hollywood and how it was supposed to be, I don't rub shoulders and,
Yes.
with some of the people who are the majors and reggae to an extent,
Exactly.
It's a blessing, and it's our own personal
It's
walks.
a real, it's a big blessing.
Yes, blessing, Okay, you guys. Lady B here, the Music Link. I thank you guys for tuning in here. We're here with one and only Queen Nzinga. We're talking about her project that she's got. Her album releases this Friday. This Friday she's releasing her project, so we came in just to share a little story about her and the things that she had been doing to lead up to this day. This blessed day, this Friday, where her words, her vibes, and all her, she's able to sing and share with the massive, everybody. As far as it can reach, she's in position.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Music Link.
Thank you.
Lady B is doing a wonderful job, so you can always go on the Music Link and check out the upcoming artists that are being interviewed apart from myself. And I look forward to you all giving me the feedback on what you think about Black Power.
Okay, you guys, so now as we come to the end, what we want to do now is share one, we're going to share this one little piece. So make sure y'all go check her out on Friday. On every platform, Black Power, Queen Nzingha. You guys go and support. It's our sister, and she got good stuff. And the musicians, she got major musicians. Ain't no reason for you to not go and support the vibrations, because she hitting in every corner. So now I want to share with you guys
Black Power.
Situation, and everyone should be free. Black people find themselves in poverty. So many years have gone by, nothing has changed. No, so many have died, and more have gone to rain. The time has come to walk in your light. The time has come to fight for our rights. Black power, every hour, only hour. Black power, make it bloom like a flower. Black power, Babylon will be devoured. Black power, like a cultural shower. About their great history, yeah, and teach them the skills that will help to set them free. Show them how to live as one community, yeah, because of in this time is strictly love and unity. Frederick Douglass preached in the 19th century, and in the 1920s it was Brother Marcus Garvey. The 60s it was Brother Malcolm X and Brother Stokely. Now it's the Rasta inspired by King Selassie. Shower.
that track. Yo, Mama Nzingha. Well, sorry, Queen Nzingha. Did you guys hear that? So beautiful. Black power. So beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautiful.
Thank you.
I can't wait to be in the audience over there being
so
a mess.
inspiring.
I can't wait to be in the audience like,
Thank you.
oh my God, it's so beautiful.
I'm looking forward to the journey. I'm excited.
Yeah, and you guys, the music, you hear the professionalism of the track. Do you guys hear that? Don't play. You got Santa. I mean, come on, Mascot. You hear the professionalism of the track. Yo, beautiful. That's a good song.
It's a blessing.
That's a good
It's
song.
a true lesson. Thank you. And Ja I wrote that song.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
He did it big
My
up
producer,
himself. Yo.
record label, Unity Works. So yeah, we've been, it's been a long journey. A great long
journey. The label
journey.
is Unity.
Unity Works.
Works.
Unity Works. As in it works.
Okay.
Unity, it works.
Unity Works.
Unity, it works. Being unified, it works.
Oh,
That's the name of the label.
nice.
Unity Works, yes.
That's nice.
Big up Ja I.
Ja I, bless her.
I hope you're watching.
That's very beautiful. The whole everything. Hey, that song right there though. Hey, it's fire.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm so excited
you.
and proud for you
Thank
and
you.
of you. Oh, Queen Nzingha, Mommy Nzingha.
That's right. All of that.
Hey, it's bad.
All of that.
I can't wait. We need to set up and have like a little good listening.
Yeah.
Sit down like an unplug. We gotta. Okay, the music, and we're gonna have the unplug with Mama Nzingha and just roll with it. We need that. Y'all heard it here. We're gonna do the unplug situation with Mama Nzingha, Black Power. That's the name of the project. This Friday, you guys, for tuning in and checking out everything I've been doing. We have some other guests coming up soon. Look out for Jigga Most Famous and Bola Germs. These are some of the DJs out here in Los Angeles doing their thing, and they're gonna come in and share with us and talk about how they got to where they are now, you know. And I'm gonna thank you, Mama Nzingha, or Queen Nzingha. Let me give y'all hear it. It's Queen Nzingha, Mama Nzingha for me. But thank you, Queen Nzingha, for coming and sharing. You know, I'm excited for your ride. I'm excited. I'm with you. Whatever's going on, you know, I'm here. You need me. I'm right here. Whatever you need, I'm right here.
My pleasure.
And I'm excited.
All my pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations
For giving me this promotion. This is a promotional experience right here.
Thank you.
My very first interview
Okay.
by Lady B. My beloved Lady B.
Thank you and congratulations. And I'm
Thank
happy and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You know.
Thank
I'm
you.
proud.
Happy I'm making you proud.
Yes, I'm excited. This work is so beautiful. It's so blessed. Oh my God, it's so blessed.
Thank you.
And I'm proud of you. All right, you guys, Lady B here, the music link, Queen Nzingha. Go this Friday on every platform and check out her stuff. She have a whole album out. Black Power is the single. The album is called Black Power. So look for Queen Nzingha, Black Power, you guys. And if you're not her friend on Facebook, go check her out on Facebook and Instagram, Queen Nzingha, because we're going to have some visual content coming. All that is going down. We're going to ride it till the wheels fall off. Whatever it needs to be done for this thing, we're going to do
Sounds
this.
like a great plan
Yeah,
of action to me.
we're going to do this because we're proud of you and we're moving with love. So with the Most High and love there's nothing that we can't do, you know?
We can't do but the stuff we use.
Is that right? That's right.
Peace out, y'all.
All right, you guys. Blessed love, Lady B here, the music link. Go to the YouTube page, like it, subscribe, and tell a friend and just share. Check out the other videos that we have on there. Thank you. And if you have something that you want to share, you out of Los Angeles and you're doing your thing, you're part of the journey. So come in and let's share and let everybody know what's going on. We can't let this thing fall off. We have to continue and let it keep going. So we have to let other people know the walk and the steps that we take to get there, to let them understand that you might have to take some of the similar walks to get where you need to be too. So I thank you, Lady B here, the music link, and I'm out. Blessed love.